Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Lately, this has been one of my favorite art pieces to make. It's a paperweight. You can probably sense how heavy it is from the sound it's making. Made of bismuth slag. A little bit background. When bismuth is melted, some of it oxidizes. And not only that, but the oxides have a tendency to absorb liquid bismuth onto their surface, and you get this slag. You can recycle it, actually. What you do is you heat up the slag with either charcoal or some other organic material. I really hate to waste any bismuth, so that's why I keep all this. But what I like to do is when I order a box of bismuth, a lot of times a lot of the bismuth gets stuck in the tape, the boxes, and all that. And so I cut up the boxes and tape and I put them into the furnace with the slag because the organic material, right, the fibers and the adhesives in the tape react with bismuth oxide, and you end up with bismuth along with carbon dioxide and water, right? So you got a bunch of organic material having carbon and hydrogen, reducing the bismuth oxide into bismuth. But lately I've been just keeping this around because my heating element in the furnace broke, and I like it so much that I almost don't want to get rid of this now. So each one of these has like 5 pounds of bismuth slag. I think I have 6 of these so far, and I'm just keeping them as a paperweight. And it kind of has the vibe of just abstract art, right? Like the banana on the wall kind of art. I might auction one of these at one point and see what I can get, right? And so it's really cool to use as a paperweight in the office as well. I got a few of them in the office, got a few here at home just to use as paperweights. Yeah, so bismuth oxide. Now I want to say that it's a radioactive paperweight, but you know what? It might be the least radioactive paperweight there ever has been, right? Because if it's some kind of organic material, it's going to have carbon-14 in it somewhere, right? If it's made of stone and it's something carbonate, right? Or if it's some other metal, even lead, I think, is more radioactive than bismuth because lead is bound to have lead 210 as a contaminant, right? There is a bismuth 210, but it's a rather short half-life, right? If your bismuth is more than a few years old, chances are all of that has completely decayed into lead of 206. And so it could be the least radioactive. In fact, the glass in this paperweight, it might be more radioactive than the bismuth inside, right? And the oxygen that the bismuth is attached to might even be, I don't know. Oxygen doesn't have any radioactive isotopes that are common, right? But it could very well be the least radioactive paperweight that you've ever had, right? So it's kind of weird, right? Even though bismuth was proven to be radioactive.